Lost is on.
Welcome back, everybody, to Bite Size Media, a subsidiary of Slate Media. We are watching Lost because it's good, right?
We think.
Yeah.
So this week's episode is episode 5. Jared, what's it called?
White Rabbit.
Oh, I remember. I remember this being one I didn't like so much. I was not a giant fan of the Jack-centric episodes.
Because he's a jerk.
Yeah. That and drinking and drugs and
the spine going and he sews it back up.
That's right.
Because he told Kate the story.
Yeah.
That's
angel hair pasta.
Oh, that's
like I like Jack on the island, but I don't like him in his backstories. If I remember correctly, Alan Dale is his dad.
Isn't that the rooster in Robin Hood? That's Alan Adale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
isn't it? His dad was a doctor and an alcoholic, and then Jack becomes a doctor because, as we said in the previous episode, family business, and also became an alcoholic.
Yes.
And then isn't the reason his dad was drunk and couldn't perform the thing, so Jack has to step in, and that was the that he sewed up, and he became like a hero for that. And didn't he? Or am I combining two things?
There was something about that, but then he wasn't a hero, and he was like,
wasn't he? Was he drunk too?
Yeah,
but he it's kind of like that situation
There's
in Flight where it's like he was drunk but he saved the day, but also part of the reason he had to save the day is because he caused it.
Yeah.
Have you seen Flight?
No.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know this. I know the situation you're talking about.
No, I don't know what you're talking
It's
about.
the Denzel Washington movie where he's the pilot.
Okay.
And he saves everyone by the emergency landing, but he was drunk, and that's why they got.
Oh, yeah.
And the movie's unraveling that fact because he's an alcoholic.
Same idea.
So it's that whole thing of he saved this person, but also he's kind of the cause of it.
Right.
From what I remember, and I think this again, that might be 3 Jack episodes all in one.
Could be.
But we're just getting one sliver today because that's how these episodes work. And we have another Jack episode that probably has to do with his dad for episode 11. So who knows how much we actually see because it's his first non-plane flashback episode.
Yeah, because this one's probably just going to be whatever the lead up to getting on the plane is.
Yeah.
We're not getting the backstory to the backstory or whatever.
The only 2 real stories that we got on the plane were Jack's, Charlie's, it's 3. I guess you could count Rose's as 4. So Jack's, Kate's, and Rose's and Charlie's.
Yeah.
Rose is kind of lumped in with Jack because isn't it just that one little moment between them?
Yeah.
Because we don't see anything else that she does from her perspective. It's Jack's perspective. Because Jack was talking to her, and the suitcase carry-on thing hit Kate's officer guy in the face, and then Charlie was trying to do some lines in the bathroom, and then got with his little hobbit body.
Yep.
He got mana-handled in that scene. I don't have anything else to say about White Rabbit. I don't remember.
No,
I don't remember what happened.
I think we learned the backstory of one of his tattoos, maybe 2 of his tattoos. I don't know.
Where are they?
I don't even remember any tattoos.
Whew.
Not on his.
So, White Rabbit.
All right, we ready?
Yeah.
Let's get lost. Welcome back. We just watched the 5th episode of Lost, which is interesting because they've been on there 6 days and 5 episodes. So apparently, 1 episode was longer than a day.
Well, wasn't the first episode a 2-parter? So there's even another day missing.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, you're right. So I think I did something wrong. We don't actually learn about Jack's tattoos like I thought about. Again, the whole thing is happening.
Surgery. It's literally just why he was in Sydney.
Yep. Yeah, everything's happening in our heads at once. Well, us anyways. I don't know about you, Aaron, but
there's not usually much going around in there.
Okay.
White Rabbit, of course, being the Alice in Wonderland reference.
Where did he get a baseball bat, though?
It was just sitting there.
Just
apparently.
kind of like a bunch of dolls,
Yeah.
just randomly. Also, there wasn't a dead body in the coffin. Never mind. I was going to say,
Coffin's empty. That's
I was like, wait a second. There's a dead body in the water. That's not safe to drink. But then there's no dead body in them.
No,
he's
there is
walking
not.
around.
This show really wanted us to believe a certain thing, didn't it?
Could you imagine watching this for the first time as it's airing and just all these things are brought up? You're like, what?
Dude, it was so hard because you had to wait a week in between, and then when you hit the summer, like 3 months. Like, and there's so much. Like, again, this is one of those things, like Kingdom Hearts. It's not complicated. It's just a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be longer than 3 months of a break.
May to September, usually?
Yeah, that's longer than 3 months.
Is it?
Well, it's because it's
Regardless, that just serves to prove my point.
yeah, it's 25 episodes, which is about half a year. So you're talking like 6 months.
No. Before break. Not 6 months. What?
It ran each season. If a season's 25 episodes, it runs for
Yes,
about
but
6 months.
seasons used to take breaks in the middle of the year.
They wouldn't they end though? They'd start in the
Nope.
fall and end in the spring.
Yeah, but they took breaks in the middle of it.
This one didn't. This started late September and ended in late May. So it is about 3 months. How does that work? They took a break in April.
See, sometimes he doubts me, and then he proves me right. Sometimes he's warranted in doubting me, but sometimes he
It's not
doubts
even.
me.
It's not even like one break. It's like I'm looking at this weird release schedule because they released.
Dude, TV release
I know.
schedules used to be so weird. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
They had like 3 weeks off in March, and then
Yeah,
they put
no,
one
that's-
episode in April. And
That's
then
100% normal for a TV show at this time.
I didn't watch that much TV at this time that was adult oriented because I was
Yeah.
10 years old.
Exactly. You were used to SpongeBob, which might have an even weirder release schedule.
Oh yeah, kid shows have no structure to the season. It's
No.
when they come out. Mm-hmm. They'll come out and then it'll be like 6 months, and then they'll come out with like 5 episodes in 5 weeks, and then it will be another couple months off.
That's not fair. Avatar was fairly regular.
It's a little different.
That is a little different.
That was like an overarching plot, whereas something like SpongeBob or Jimmy Neutron at this time, like it is just kind of when episodes came out.
Yeah.
Regardless, the whole point was it was difficult to watch it week to week and remember a whole year and then come back to it after the summer and remember what had happened.
Yeah.
Or take that like month break. See, that's worse than waiting like 3 or 4 months between seasons. Like when you watch an episode, then you have to wait a whole month for the next.
Oh, yeah,
episode.
because you think about it, this was before the internet was real big. High-speed internet was not as widespread as it is now, and you couldn't just hop on the internet and go look up trailers because your internet, because they weren't posted on the internet at the time, or you had to download them off Napster or Limelight or Kazaa, what have you. I'm really showing my age with that one, aren't I?
They're probably also like websites and chat rooms and places where people like had all their theories and thoughts written down that you could read. That's probably all people had for those breaks.
Yeah.
It also is true that I grew up in a very rural part of the country.
You sure did.
So, more rural than you guys.
Oh, yeah.
There were people talking about it, and I was in high school when it was coming out, and
You were?
yeah. I mean, most of it. I was a junior during the 5th season, so
Wait, I was
You
a
started
I
high
was a
school in
junior in the
2006?
first season.
yeah.
Okay, so at this point, no.
Right.
But by season 3, you're in high school.
The age gap for us is just perfect where I was just starting college and you were just starting high school, so that's why it's weird for me.
Yeah.
I was in elementary school in this.
You're
one,
just a
too.
baby.
Yeah. Yeah. Funny though, I'm still living in the same house right now that I lived in when this.
But
was
not
airing.
in the same room.
Yeah.
See, that's
No,
progress.
I'm next to that room.
Progress. You graduated to a bigger room.
Yeah. So yeah, the episode is mostly just as a kid he got beat up, and his dad
Also
is
beat
an
him up?
alcoholic. Yep,
Yeah.
and then in the present, he's the present of the flashback. His dad went on a bender and died. But
And
what
then-
did they say? How he died? He had too much alcohol poisoning.
He had too much alcohol. It caused a bullet-sized coronary in his...
Gotcha.
Essentially a heart attack.
Yep.
And then couldn't get the coffin on the plane initially, and it cut to that. Jin is in the background, which I think I said to you.
Yeah.
Don't we go back to that?
Yeah.
I think
in,
that
the
was
next episode.
I think that was the whole thing about this season is how do all these people connect?
Yeah.
And every time you'd see a scene where there's two of them and you'd be like, "Ah, there he is!"
You do the Leo
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what originated this meme. Sorry, this is what originated that meme. I am a bit dyslexic sometimes.
Aren't we all?
Yes.
Yeah. We're getting to that run. We're getting to that run of episodes where, in this episode we meet Jack's dad,
Yep.
and Jack finds water,
Yeah.
and that's it.
And dolls.
Yep.
Is that the cave they go into eventually?
I believe that is the cave. They're going to have to make a choice between
A choice.
beach life or cave life.
That sounds like drama.
I don't even know what I'd pick, because I'm claustrophobic. But
Yeah.
I also hate the beach,
I would probably pick the cave
because you're right by the water.
because I'm right by the water.
Yeah.
It also doesn't.
You're also right by the water on the beach.
Not the water I can drink though. And someone also already died in the water.
Because they went swimming.
Yes.
Yeah, don't go swimming.
Also, I know I've been talking about how much I love Boone, but when he talks in this episode, all I hear is, "Meh, meh, 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 meh. I run a business, man."
Yep.
You,
Think
I
we're gonna
watched
get a lot
things-
of that.
I watch things so much differently now than when I was watching this for the first time.
Half your life ago, like you said.
More than half my life ago. Okay, I don't know if we've talked about this, but friend of the podcast, Drew, do you know I've known him more years of my life now than I haven't?
How old were you when you met him?
17.
Wow. Congratulations.
That's crazy. I might feel my bones turning to dust.
I've known Aaron longer than I didn't know him. I met Aaron when I was
That's
like
pretty
12.
crazy. Yeah. Wow.
It's not that crazy.
It's really weird when you come
were
to
like
that
3 blocks
realization.
away from me.
Yeah.
That's why. That's the funny thing is he's saying, "Wow, my college friend I've known longer." I'm saying I knew you in like 6th grade
Yeah.
when you were starting high school around this time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
weren't you a senior when I was a freshman?
Yes.
That's right.
Yep.
That would make sense because I was a freshman. That means he's 5 years younger than me and you're 8 years younger. Yep. Okay. Math. I can do math. I think.
All right.
Yeah.
Good job. Jake.
Thank you.
Trying to think of anything else in the episode.
Yeah.
Clea fainted.
The coffin was empty,
Yep.
symbolizing how his dad was never there for him. And then he got a
Yep.
baseball bat, symbolizing how he murdered his dad.
Uh-huh.
Boone is now the most hated person in the camp.
Yep. Sawyer's
word
pretty
by
okay
Sawyer.
with that.
I'm still laughing. Like, where do you get the water? And they point, and Sawyer's just sitting there all like that with the cigarette in his mouth, like this guy. Oh, he has a secret stash of booze and cigarettes.
Yeah.
Out in the.
And then he
woods.
gets tackled by a girl.
Well, about time. I go, oh my gosh, he's a creep, but he's so funny. And then he'll say some really horrible, like racist stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say that's funny, but I don't know what it is.
It's his delivery of it that is funny.
It's also like, is it a cringe thing that they keep saying that? Well, first it's Hurley thinks Jim and Son are Chinese when they're Korean, and it's like Saeed knows that.
Yeah.
But then Sawyer says Mr. Miyagi, who's Japanese. It's like, oh my.
Do you think that a show like this would get written in today's world?
Yeah, because there's a lot of Sawyers out there.
Yeah, but
we
not
know
generally that are written into TV.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because
just like the conversation of would How I Met Your Mother get written today, and I ultimately don't think it would.
The shame of it is, there tends to be overcorrection. It's like, yeah, it's okay not to have a horrid character like that, but then there's overcorrection, and it's like your characters can't have any faults or be human, and it's like, that's so uninteresting though, because part of what makes characters on shows that aren't likable interesting are how you can see the humanity and see the change, but now everyone has to be perfect.
I think it's interesting. But I think if a character like that were written today, I think that it would be addressed more, because like they don't say anything about how racist he is. I think if it were in today's world, they would.
That's true.
I think there's that, or you get like the Sawyer Deluxe, who's way over the top and is like the clear villain.
Kind of a cartoon, black and white type stuff.
I mean, in this season, they kind of set him up to be a clear villain.
But yes, but there's like you said, it's not black and white. There's
where he has to shoot the guy. Like,
right.
That's Josh Holloway's best acting of the season so far, because you can see it in his face.
There's humanity to him.
Yeah, and then that moment when, because he didn't shoot him in the head, he shot him in the chest.
Yeah.
And it's like he's gonna bleed to death. You see his look in his face, like, wow, but I like he just Mr. Smooth Talker is speechless for the first time.
Mm.
That's all I got to say about White Rabbit. Again, the flashbacks, not a ton happened.
I remember a lot more happening in the flashbacks.
But it's probably because we have the big story.
Yeah,
and we're not sure how they section it off. But again, we have
do you think
another Jack episode.
Do you think that as the seasons progress, more happens in the backstories?
Yeah, there's also more characters.
The more that they establish their own formula.
Yeah, and there's more characters coming.
Right.
That's what's crazy. We have like 10 main characters.
I can't believe
we have more coming.
They want us to believe that there are 46 people on that beach.
That's true.
What does this look like, Dunkirk? There, I said it. Are you happy?
Yeah. Anything else?
That's everything. Well,
Yep.
that was White Rabbit. Next week we'll be covering it. Looks like, is it House of the Rising Sun?
It's Sun's episode.
Yay! Until then, if you want to check out more of us, Jared, where can they find us?
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Funny TikTok, and X.
Formerly known as Twitter.
You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Haves, YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment, ring our notification bell to get all our new video funny things, and check out our groovy website.
And until then, I guess we'll just get lost.